What's your name?
My name's Anne-Marie Gerhardt. Around here they call me Mama Dominic.
And what do you do?
So I'm a missionary here from America. I launched a new ministry upon the request of Chief Chipepo to come and work with the youth here in Chipepo Chiefdom. So I am the director of Truth and Light of Christ Ministries. We were founded in 2020 and we launched here in 2022 in Chipepo.
Who were the Tonga people? If I'm a stranger, how would you describe them? So in your answer, say the Tonga people.
The Tonga people of the valley they're a beautiful people group. They're kind, they're generous, they open their houses to you, they have a warm heart for Jesus. They're very welcoming, they are very strong in tradition. They respect their traditions and they hold it very highly. So they want to share it, know their traditions and their history, and they want people to come in when they come here to respect it and know it.
What do you know about the history of the Tonga people? Can you give me a brief history of the Tonga people?
I'm just learning. So I'm learning as we go.
That's exactly it.
I'm only here a few years, so I know that they've been based around the coastline of the Zambezi River. A lot of them are here in Chipepo and have been shifted because of the dam, the Kariba Dam that's caused the flooding here in Lake Kariba. So I'm learning as I go.
What type of challenges do the Tonga people have?
Here in the valley, a lot of it has to do with the climate, the rains, the crops that they're growing. They've shifted about 40 years ago to grow maize instead of sorghum and millet and cassava, which were staple crops here. So they struggle because we're there's a lot of drought in the valley here. So there's not enough rains to sustain maize. And they've been struggling for the past 40 years with maintaining enough food. So we're trying to assist them in getting their indigenous seed back, going back to the indigenous crops. They used to be here in the southern province. They used to actually thrive. They were considered the breadbasket of Zambia and used to provide food not only for themselves but all of Zambia and the surrounding countries. Since shifting to maize, their food production has reduced greatly. So their biggest challenge, I think, right now is the lack of sustainable food due to not having enough irrigation to maintain the crops they've shifted to, like maize.
Do I hear a chicken somewhere? What, Anne-Marie, what are you here for? Are you here? Do you have any role in helping the Tonga with their challenges?
So right now we're planning to build our ministry center, which is a youth-based ministry center to provide football ministry, Farming God's Way, and a ministry center where we'll do Bible study and teach them basic kingdom foundations in economics. We'll help them with some CDF funding to help them start some small businesses. I'm working with the youth now where we're starting some clubs and applying for CDF funding and starting some small businesses to get them started. We're going to be starting with pig feed production, going into growing the business into piggeries and other agriculture avenues. So that's a focus now. We're launching a lighthouse project, which is GBV based for the gender-based violence. We're going to be supplying counseling, housing, education, skill sets, discipleship for the victims of GBV so that they can get a step up in life and give them an opportunity. So we're launching the Lighthouse Project this year through our cooperative of Transforming Lives Coalition. And then I'm working with some of the other NGOs that are doing agriculture where we're reintroducing the indigenous seeds back into Zambia. So we're bringing the seed back in where trying to get some of the traditional leaders to allocate some land specifically for this reason, for seed regeneration. So between 5 and 20 hectares, depending on the chiefdom. We'll be focused on just regenerating the indigenous, it's going to be indigenous sorghum, millet, cassava, and maize, so that we can grow, because the indigenous maize is different from the GMO and the hybrid maize that they're buying right now. So it's all seed that is meant to grow in our climate here in the valley with the poor soil conditions and things like that. I'm working with another NGO where we're trying to bring in more irrigation. So there's a lot of drought here in the valley especially, and there's a lot of water. There's a huge water aquifer under our feet, so there's a lot of water accessible to us underneath. So we need assistance in teaching them how to use the irrigation or convert their hand pumps into solar powered irrigation so they can water their fields, and it'll assist them to getting out of the starvation situations that we've been in because of the drought.
Are there any, is the government contributing anything to this?
Yeah, they're offering...
let's just say the Zambian government.
Yeah, there's some relief through programs like CDF. We have a cooperative...
Sorry.